The following is an audio excerpt from Fate's Idle Star, written and narrated by Kira Cul'tofay. Fate's Idle Star is Book 3 of the 3-part Earth Mages storyline. Ben slung the pack onto his back again and turned to go. He squinted. The smoke was burning his eyes, and he paused to rub them. When he pulled his hands away, there was a large, angry-looking man standing in front of him. Startled, Ben jumped back and stared at the olive-skinned, dark-haired, bearded individual. He lingered on the man's strange armor. It had intricate golden designs in the metal, and the chest and shoulders covered a red leather tunic.
Who are you?
Ben questioned suspiciously. The man gave Ben the once-over. His expression never turned friendly. If anything, his eyes grew even more distrustful.
I am Ares,
The man said with a bellowing voice.
Like the god of war?
Ben asked in disbelief.
the very same, the one and only.
Ares replied haughtily.
Okay.
Ben stammered.
And do you know where the hell we are?
Not hell, war. My new personal island in Torrent Sway.
Ares stated.
I noticed you arrive, and then you littered my battleground with human refuse.
Those dead bodies were there when I got here.
Ben confessed.
Look, I don't want to be a bother. I'll just move along. Get out of your hair, as it were. If you could point me in the direction of Shangri-La, I'll be on my way.
Ares glared.
Typical human. When it comes time to die, most of you don't want to meet your end in battle. You want to run to your heavenly fields and try to postpone the inevitable.
Ben rolled his lips and stared for a moment. The two men stood silently until Move-It squinted and smiled.
So, are you going to tell me which way to Shangri-La or not?
Ben asked. Ares shook his head ever so slightly.
I think you should stay here and join the endless, eternal combat. You'll never truly die, just fall and be reborn to fight again.
Ben chuckled.
That sounds tragic. Z-fun, insazy, dumped, and fucking terrible. Pass.
Move-It calmly lifted his hands, aimed his palms, and blasted Ares with all his might. The god of war sailed backward and smashed into a tower of garbage. The force of the hit toppled the mound onto the dark-haired god. Ben quickly turned and propelled himself upward. He landed softly on the next pillar of trash and hurried toward the portal. Just before he reached it, he heard Ares yell like only a deity can.
Oh, Shaz.
Ben exclaimed while stepping into the swirling energy tunnel.
Hope that douche can't follow me.